The federal government will table its 2023 budget today, and it'll include a bit of help for people struggling with the rising cost of food. CP24's Jamie Goodfine joins us live with more. Everyone really is struggling with the rising cost of food, but this is targeted at low-income Canadians.
Yeah, and it's expected to impact about 11 million lower-income Canadians. This is a one-time grocery rebate, and with more on this, I want to bring in federal NDP leader Jagmeet Singh. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Singh. This rebate is expected to cost north of $2 billion. In your opinion, is this money well spent? Is this something that you support?
This is, in fact, something we've been calling for a long time. We've been saying that a GST rebate doubling, which we fought for last year, should happen again this year. And that's what this rebate is. It's exactly what we fought for, to give real relief to Canadians, to give them a break, to put money back in their pockets. And this is something we absolutely not only support, we fought for, and we can claim victory that Canadians will not have a little extra help in their pockets.
I've spoken with several experts today and yesterday. They say that, while it's nice that we're going to hand out, some checks to Canadians, you have food prices going up 5 to 7%. This is not going to help with the rising cost of food. Experts describe this as a Band-Aid solution, and that this is what happens when a government, when a benefit is essentially just politicizing food. What's your reaction to that?
Well, we've said the problem here is we've got grocery stores that are making record profits. The CEOs of the largest grocery chains have made the most money they've ever made, while people are struggling to put food on the table. And I actually pushed to have those CEOs come to Parliament, and I asked them the question, how much profit is enough? And they couldn't answer that question. And this is where government needs to step in and tackle the corporate greed, which is driving up the cost of food. And corporate greed is, in fact, across many sectors, contributing significantly to the cost of living that's going up, the cost of everything that's going up. And so we need to push back, and we've called on that. That's something we're going to continue to fight for.
And the director of the Agri-Food Analytics at Dalhousie University described what you're talking about as greedflation, and he agrees that there's been too much corporate profit taking, but it's still going back to this rebate. It really does nothing to target the rising cost of inflation and the rising cost of food in the long run. That this is just a short-term solution. So why isn't your party trying to push for more policies that is going to help Canadians in the long run, rather than just hand out government checks that is going to provide some lower income Canadians with a couple $100?
Well, I remember what it's like when I was living on my own with my brother. It was me and my brother living together. He was in high school and I was in university. And I remember what it's like to try to help him out, to make sure I could keep food on the table. And it would have made a world of difference to me when we were struggling to be able to provide enough for me to provide for my brother. To have that little bit of extra help would have meant the world to me. So I know it's going to matter for people that are hurting right now, but we're going to continue to push for long-term solutions. We're also push for, in this budget, dental care. It's going to be there for seniors, people living with disabilities, and kids 18 and under. That's going to save families as much as $1,200 per year, maybe even more for many people, also help them be able to look after their teeth. So we push for concrete things to help people right now, and we're going to continue to push for longer-term solutions, how we can tackle greedflation, how we can make sure food is affordable in our country. These are things that are long-term, and we're going to continue to work on. But right now, people need some relief. People need some more money in their pocket. And we've achieved that with the dental care program and with this doubling of the GST rebate, which is now being called the grocery rebate. That's real support for people who've been saying we need some concrete steps.
And when you look at the numbers, eligible couples with 2 children will receive a payment of up to $467. When you look at the numbers from the Canada Food Price Report, the average family of 4 is going to spend about over $16,000 this year. That's over $1,000 more than in 2022. So this rebate is still, while it will help, it's less than half of what families are going to add to their costs this year.
So this is a step. This would not have happened but for the fact that we forced the government to do this. We forced the government with the power that we have in this minority government to help people save money, to put money back in their pockets. We're proud of that. There's obviously more that needs to be done. We need to look at long-term solutions. But right now, this budget, we fought to include 2 concrete things that are going to help people right now: the dental care program and the grocery rebate. These are things that we fought for. We're giving people real concrete help, and we need to do more to solve the problem in the long term. But right now, people are saying, we need some break. We need a break. We need some concrete support, something to put money back in our pockets. We made the government do that.
I know you've been looking for other targeted measures to help with affordability. You talked about dental care. Are there any other programs that you're looking to see that are going to be funded in the budget that's tabled this afternoon?
Well, we also called for a school lunch program, a national school lunch program where we help kids make sure they have food at school. That's something that would not be non-inflationary, wouldn't increase inflation, would help families, would help kids make sure they get a nutritious meal at school. So that's something that we'd like to see. Again, the budget will be released. It's going to be tabled today, so we'll see if it's in there. But we've got two concrete things that we can point to that's going to help people with the cost of living in a real way. People have been saying to us that dental care should have always been included in the healthcare system. We're going to now have millions more people in our country be able to get their teeth looked after with a national program, a federal program where you go into the dentist, go into the hygienist, and your bill will be covered with this national program. And that's a step forward. The first time ever we've expanded our healthcare since we brought it in. We're proud of that, and there's more to be done.
And last question, if you are unsatisfied with what you hear later this afternoon, are you prepared to not support this government and their budget?
Well, it's not a decision we're going to make right now. We're going to wait and see when the budget comes out. But we're very confident that we've been able to fight hard and push for concrete things, and we're looking forward to seeing those in the budget. We know that the grocery rebate's already been leaked, so that's there. That's one thing that we fought for and we got. Now we'll wait and see if the dental care expansion is in the budget, and we're hopeful, but we'll wait and see. Very soon we'll know if it's in there or not.
Federal NDP leader Jagmeet Singh, we always appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.